guys. We got Coach coming on here. We'll let him start off with a statement and go to questions from Jerry and Fabio.
Hey guys, appreciate you being on. Obviously, we thought we had our two best practices going into this game. I thought our guys were locked in, and we certainly, didn't play that way. One of their strengths is defending the three, and I think we took our season high from three-point land. So we got to be a lot better, obviously. And tip of the hat, Nebraska's been playing really well. I was really worried about this game. They've been in a good rhythm. And Mayan starts off the game, makes, every three. Really got them off to a good start. And Fred does a really good job moving people around. And, they got threes. They got layups, and they out-rebounded us. It was every area, tip of the hat to Nebraska. They outplayed us in every area.
Steve, are you concerned with anything you saw tonight, or you just chalk this up to one of those burn the tape anomaly games?
Well, we got to get 4 days to get ready for Minnesota on senior night. So, that wasn't how we want to play. That wasn't the game plan. And I got to get them to play better, and I will. I have no choice.
Steve, we've seen you guys fall behind and then come back. You didn't see that tonight. Was there anything you saw that negated that from happening? Anything internally?
They got every 50-50 ball. We just didn't have the energy that we needed. When you're not playing well and you're not making any shots, you better do all the other things. They got to loose balls before we did. They got more long rebounds than we did. They out-rebounded us. They took us out of what we wanted to do. So again, we have to play better, and you can't go on the road in this league and play like that. And our guys know that.
We'll go to Bruce Beck and then James Cratch.
Steve, are you angry? Are you frustrated? Are you surprised?
No, we had our two best practices of the season leading into this. So, I knew they were playing really well. They have been in a lot of games, and they're in a good rhythm. I think when you play as much as they have, they're in a good rhythm. We tried to mix up some of our defenses, but we couldn't get stops in order to do that. We couldn't get to the free throw line, another huge key for us. Getting to the free throw line, especially when we're not making shots. And we didn't do those things. But in this league, if you play like that, that's going to be the final score.
Do you think it was execution or effort or a little of both?
Yeah, we weren't good in any area. And so, again, we had our two best practices, of the season. And it probably wasn't even close. So I thought they were in a good place. The ball went up today, and they hit their, a barrage of threes, and we really just couldn't tough through it. And tried some different combinations. And then, Paul got hurt and couldn't go back into the game. And tried to play a couple different guys. Guys were in foul trouble. Cliff was good off the bench. He gave us some really good, gave us some really good energy. But obviously, I didn't do the job that I needed to do to have them ready to play a league road game.
Steve, it's March 1st. What more can you do if you guys are having these good practices and now you're at this critical point of the season and it's just not translating?
Yeah, it's translated. We've won a lot of games in a really good league, but we didn't play well tonight, guys, and we certainly have to play better in this league and on the road. And we have a tough one, and we got 4 days to get ready, physically and mentally, and that's going to be on me to do a great job. And these guys have been through a lot of obstacles, and I expect them to do what they always do. Just keep fighting.
We'll go over to Steve Politi.
Hey, Steve, when you're down 30 points to the last team in the league, are you worried that a loss like this will put you back squarely on the NCAA tournament bubble?
You know what? Everyone else worries about that stuff. I'm just worried about the next game. These guys have been hearing that for 2 years about you're in, you're out, you're all those things. We got to play well, and you earn your way into that tournament. And, we have a chance to be really good. I think we could beat anybody, but obviously when you play like this, you could lose. And Nebraska has been playing well. They really have. And I know the scores haven't indicated that, but they've been in a lot of games. And I was concerned with this game, anyways. But we got to get ready for Minnesota. That's the next one on the docket, and we'll do that. And we'll get ready to play Minnesota.
We'll go to Aaron Brightman and then back to Jerry Carino.
Coach, this team's had a lot of highs and lows in their play of late. Psychologically, how do you approach that as a coach moving forward?
Yeah, I mean, there's no psychological remedy. You know, when you shoot a lot of threes against a team that defends the three the most, when you don't get to the free throw line and you don't play Rutgers defense, you know, that's what happens. So it's not a psychological thing. It's just getting them, you know, to be locked in on what we needed to do tonight, and we weren't, and that's on me.
Steve, this is 2 straight tough starts. Will you consider making changes to the lineup, or are we way past that stage?
Yeah, I mean, you know, I got 8 starters. You know, I don't know. The other day we started, you know, that lineup and we won. You know, I know you guys think you just plug someone else in and it does. It's not like that. I mean, you'll all analyze those things and plug this guy in, and I'll look at the tape. We got to play better defense. We have good players. You know, we have started 8 guys, 9 guys, I think, this season. You know, it's how you finish and it's how you play. You know, the game the other day, we didn't get off to a good start, but we played a terrific, 25 minutes in between. And, that was the lineup that we went with, tonight. And, it didn't get us off to a good start, but it helped us win the game the other day. So I think you look, a lot into changing lineups. Every time you change the lineup, you get some strengths with it and some weaknesses with it. But that doesn't always solve some of the issues.
We'll go to Richie and then to Bobby.
Steve, despite there being a lot of negatives today, Cliff had one of his better games of his Scarlet Knights career so far. What would you say about his performance today? And it looks like he's being a little more aggressive, especially on the offensive end.
Well, he's really been getting better. He really has been, and he's had better practices. It's tough to learn in this league, and all the different players that he has to guard and all the different things. But on film, we watch every game together, and I see the growth in him in so many ways. And today I thought he gave us, some really good energy and was really mixing it up, and gave us a really, really good lift. And he needs to continue his development, and pleased with him.
Steve, obviously a lot of fan disappointment after that game. What's your message to them about the rest of the season moving forward?
Tell the fans to stay the course. Just like, I understand, these guys are playing hard and they're great kids, and, we got to beat Minnesota. That's what we have to do. And that's not going to be easy, but we'll be ready, and we need their support as always.
We'll go over to Bruce Beck.
Steve, can you call upon some of the bounce back games you've had this year thus far against Purdue, against Indiana, as you get set for a game that, as you say, you want to respond?
Yeah, I mean, I always do, and we always get off the mat. That's what we do, and a lot of faith in these guys. But this league is really good, and it'll have those days, and you got to learn to play through them, and you got to also learn how to get off the mat. And if you can't in this league, then it's a really tough league. It's a really tough league, and so you're going to be a knockdown, and you got to get back up, and that's what we've always done.
Go back to Richie if you have one. Richie or Bobby, anything else, Coach? All right, thanks, Coach.
Guys, I appreciate it. Thanks for being on.
Thanks, guys. We're going to look to get you Geo Baker as well. He's getting dressed. So if you hang tight for a couple minutes, I'll see if I can grab him. All right, guys, we got Gio here. We'll let Jerry start off. Any questions, Gio?
Yes. First of all, Gio, I just want to say thank you for coming on and speaking with us on the road. We appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
So as the captain and leader of this team and the most experienced guy, what do you chalk that performance up to, and what do you say to your team afterwards?
Yeah, I mean, obviously we wanted to come out with a win. You gotta give them a lot of credit. I thought they ran really good offense. We didn't do a good job of adjusting as a team. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's not really too much to say, but we have to bounce back. We still have another game left, and we gotta stay positive and just keep working and try to get a win.
Will you talk to these guys, either tonight or before Minnesota?
Yeah, we'll all talk. It won't just be me talking. Coach Michael will talk. I'll talk. Everyone's gonna be talking at some point. But yeah, I mean, we like I said, we got to stay positive. We have another game left, and we got to see what we can do.
We'll go to Brian Fonseca next, and then to Bobby.
Gio, you guys are, you're down by 30 points to the worst team in the Big Ten, really struggling on both ends. It's March 1st. Does it concern you that this is happening this late in the season against this team in a spot where you guys could have clinched a Big Ten NCAA tournament bid?
No, this is basketball. There's ups and downs, and this is the Big Ten. We watched them play Minnesota, and we thought they looked really good. I think they're playing their best basketball right now. We just got to come ready to play. If you come to the Big Ten asleep, then you're gonna get stepped on, and that's what happened today.
Along those lines, what led to the lack of energy out there? You said being asleep and something like that.
I don't know. They started out on a little hot streak. I think it was number 11. He's hitting a lot of shots, and we just didn't adjust, which you need to be able to do. And I think that we just shouldn't have any energy today. And, that's just not acceptable, and it's something that'll be addressed, and it's something that we will fix.
We'll go to Steve Politi and then Bruce Beck.
Hey, Gio, the NCAA Tournament Selection Committee watches games too. Are you worried that they'll see this effort and see the way you guys performed and take this in consideration and overlook some of the other accomplishments you guys had this year?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know what they talk about. This is my first go around trying to get into the tournament too, so I'm not really sure. But what I do know is that we have one regular season game left. We got one Big Ten tournament game left at least, and we have to handle business. And it kind of feels like last year in a way where our backs are against the wall. It's a perfect Rutgers story, and we're gonna come out and do what we have to do.
Gio, how do you expect this team to respond?
With energy, enthusiasm, positivity. Like we always do. We've had to fight since we got here, so I don't expect anything less.
We'll go to Aaron Brightman and then back to Brian Fonseca.
Gio, Coach said that the previous two practices were the best this season. How did you feel in that assessment, and how surprised were you by just how the game went?
Yeah, I mean, our practices were just like the Indiana game. Honestly, we were moving the ball well, a lot of energy, a lot of smiles. So I'm not really sure what changed in this game. I really got to just watch the film, see what happened. But it was definitely two really good practices. So just shocked kind of what happened. But like I said, you got to give them credit. I thought they ran their offense really well. We were trying a lot of different stuff, and we were just struggling to defend them. And and also we couldn't hit any shots. You're not going to win on the road if you can't make a shot.
Gio, the last time you guys played like this was roughly against Michigan State in December or in early January. You guys went on a 5-game losing streak after that. How do you prevent that from happening at this point of the season and not letting this become a slide?
Yeah, we have a lot of veterans on this team, so we got to show some veteran leadership. And like you said, it already happened once, so we're not going to let that happen again. I feel like we learned from that little losing streak, and just got to bounce back. And all the guys, everyone's talking right now, so I think that we should be fine. I'm not too worried about it.
We'll let Jerry Carino wrap it up.
I think you're muted. I think you're muted, Jerry. My bad.
Sorry, man. It's on me. What was Pike's message and tone with you guys afterwards?
To bounce back. you know, this is the Big Ten. You know, you can't expect anyone to just hand you a game. And it kind of feels like we came in with that energy. So we just got to bounce back. He said we got one more regular season game left. Bounce back and try to win it.
Thanks, Gio.
Thanks.
Thanks, Gio. Appreciate the time.
Appreciate it, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody. Talk to you during the week. Looking at maybe Wednesday morning for Pikes.
Hey, Jordan, thanks for getting Gio on. We appreciate it.
Absolutely, Jared.
Duly noted. Duly noted. Thank you.
Thanks, Jared.
Thanks, Jordan. Safe travels.